When removing the door panel, begin by placing the window in the lowest position it will go, green arrow. There are two trim pieces you will need to remove before removing the panel. One is the window trim piece where it meets the door panel, red arrow, and the other is the triangular speaker cover by the A pillar, yellow arrow. There is a fastener under the window trim piece that you will need access to. Use a trim removal tool and separate the trim piece from the weather stripping on the outside of the door frame, red arrow. With the trim piece out of the weather strip channel, you can use your trim removal tool and separate the piece, red arrow, from the door frame. You can now access the fastener, yellow arrow. This fastener has varied over the years from a clip to a T30 Torx screw. Now remove the triangular cover by prying it out from the area around the mirror. If yours has been removed before, you can probably do this with your hands. If not, use your trim removal tool, red arrow. With the section around the mirror loose, push the piece forward, red arrow, and out from the door. The piece can just hang by the small speaker wire or you can disconnect it. Use a T30 Torque and remove the 3 T30 Torque bolts. One under the trim piece you removed and 2 below the armrest, red arrows. There are 9 clips, red arrow, that hold the door panel in place. Some of these clips might break or stay in the door when you are removing the panel. You want to use the proper door panel trim removal tool and get as close to the clips as possible. Prying them out will take a surprising amount of force. You want to avoid having the plastic section of the panel that holds the clips break. Also, you do not want to pull on the panel with your hands as you risk bending or damaging the panel itself. This photo shows the approximate location of the clips and where you want to insert the tool. Make sure the tool is seated around the clips before you pry on it. With all the clips free, you want to lift the panel up and out from the channel on the top of the door, red arrow. The door lock pull will stay on the door, so you will have to lift the panel over it. Tilt the panel back towards yourself and slide the door pull cable out from the support in the door panel, yellow arrow. Unhook the bowden cable from the handle, green arrow. The panel will still be connected to the door by the electrical connections. On our vehicle, we unplug the 2 connections by pressing in the tabs and separating them, red arrows. The panel is now free and can safely be removed. If you are laying it down to work on it, make sure to put something down first to avoid damaging the interior trim. This photo shows the location of the clips, yellow arrows. You can see how 2 of them, red arrows, stayed in the door frame when we removed the panel. If the clips are not broken, you can just pry them out of the door and reinsert them into the panel. It's a good idea to order a few spare clips before you begin in case you damage a few. You do not want to be hung up on reassembly waiting for clips. You now have access to the door component carrier. Installation is the reverse of removal. Thanks for watching. Click here to view the original article along with hundreds of other DIY content for your car.